Transport safety continues to be one of the nation's most serious health issues. It affects everyone, whether you drive, walk or use public transportation. Pedestrians comprise about 1 in every 7 fatalities on Australian roads. This graph shows the age and gender profile of total pedestrian road fatalities during the past 5 years in Australia. It shows that the major contributors have been males aged 15 to 54 and males and females aged 65 and older. This graph shows the average rates of pedestrian fatalities per 100,000 population for individual age and gender groups during the past 5 years in Australia. Although people aged 65 and older represent less than 1/8 of Australia's population, they have contributed about 1/3 of total pedestrian deaths in recent years. Most accidents are caused due to pedestrians disobeying road rules, like ignoring stoplights and jaywalking. Accidents can be prevented by following rules like walking on green signals and crossing roads at pedestrian crossings.
All I wanna do is to thank you, even though I don't know who you are. You left me.
We all need to know how to take care of ourselves and respect others on the road. It is important to know how much or how little you can drink before you drive, the speed limits on your local streets, and where you stop, revive and survive on a long journey. Drink driving is a factor in around 20% of all fatal crashes across New South Wales and results in the death of over 100 people every year. As we can see from this graph, with every drink, not only does your risk increase, but it increases exponentially. What this means is, after having 2 drinks, your risk factor will double. But after having a 3rd drink, your risk factor will increase to 7. And after having a 4th drink, it means you'll be 25 times more likely to have an accident than if you had no drinks. So the more you drink, the much higher the risk factor becomes. In New South Wales, speeding is a factor in around 40% of road deaths. This means around 200 people die each year from speeding in New South Wales. Speeding was a factor in the deaths of 1,049 people over the last 5 years. As we can see with the speed graph, just like the drink driving graph, the risk increases exponentially. Fatigue is a major contributor to the New South Wales road toll. A total of almost 500 people were killed on New South Wales roads in 2006. Of these fatalities, 20% died as a result of a crash in which fatigue was identified as a factor. The risk of collision while using a mobile phone is increased 4-fold, compared with a 2-fold increased risk when driving with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.06%. A case control study showed that the risk of a fatality is increased 9-fold when using a mobile phone. Approximately 40 people every year die from train-related accidents. Although the number is decreasing, as we can see from the graph, the number of deaths still poses a problem for the train industry. Train accidents can be prevented by commuters obeying rules like staying behind the yellow line when a train approaches a platform and minding the gap when boarding a train. Bus accidents can be prevented by travellers holding onto post while in the moving vehicle.